Yo, what up everybody? Welcome back to Gameover Entertainment. Here this week for another Walking Dead Wednesday, and we're continuing on with this series, Things You Don't Know About The Walking Dead, Season 2, Episode 3, In Harm's Way.
Goddamn brakes ain't working for shit.
Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. Did you know that Carver was an engineer before the apocalypse started? So it's safe to say that Carver was an intelligent guy who went to college and earned his degree.
You don't want to test me, girl. I'll pass every time.
I bet you did, Carver. I bet you did.
Tie her up and throw her in with the rest of them.
Kenny mentions in this episode that his old eyes are going bad, which is possible foreshadowing for the events to come later down the episode.
Well, out with it. Did you see any way out of here?
Not really.
Damn. I was hoping you'd catch something these old eyes missed. They're getting more and more useless.
His orbital is crushed. I don't think there's much hope for the eye.
I'm all right, hon.
You are one tough bastard.
Do tough bastards get their ass kicked in front of everybody?
Carver somewhat breaks the fourth wall in his conversation with Clem here. He acknowledges that Clem is the leader or playable character, and the rest of the group or people are sheep or NPCs.
Killing one in order to save many is part of survival. It's one of the tough decisions that a weaker person couldn't make. It's why it falls to people like us to lead them to safety. You understand? Well, I wish it was different, I do. But they are weak and we are strong. That's why it's our responsibility to shepherd the flock, to keep them safe. It's their nature to follow, not to lead.
I know. I have to do everything for them. It's exhausting.
Of course it is. But that's the role you're meant to play. And we're more alike than you think.
But he sees himself the same way as Clementine, as a playable character. So somewhere out there, there's a potential Carver game just waiting to be made.
Kids like you, raised the right way. The way my child will be raised. It ain't this herd that keeps me up at night. We can handle that. It's not knowing if I got anyone to hand all this off to. But I ain't worried about that anymore.
I'll help you. Whatever you need. I know I'm just a kid, but I'll do my best.
Well, that's all I can ask.
Kenny's fight with Mike mirrors the same fight he had with Lee in Season 1. The fight occurs in the third episode of the season. Both fighters are black and white. And based on your original decisions in Season 1 Episode 3, they can start the fight off with a shove, and Kenny will actually lean in to overpower Mike the same way that Lee overpowered him in the Season 1 episode.
Stop fighting!
I want to, Clem!
I said stop the train.
Make me.
You're acting like nothing's wrong, and somebody's gotta knock some sense into you. You wanna hurt people because you're afraid. Losing Duck ain't enough for you, because you fucking lose everything acting like this. I'll fucking kill you before I let that happen.
There are several Easter eggs in the comic book store where you'll find real life comic book artwork inside the store. Which are all published by Image Comics and Skybound.
The hell were you doing?
I was looking at comics. There's a whole store full of them.
Yeah? No shit. You best not dawdle, girlie. Pull something like that again and you'll be meeting the back of my hand.
Kenny is one of the 3 characters in the entire Walking Dead universe to receive a permanent eye injury, the other 2 being the Governor and Carl.
Vernon, Krista, come look at this.
The first tape that Lee watches in Crawford back in season 1 episode 4, Around Every Corner, reads 83 OB and can be seen on Carver's table in this office.
You there?
And the 83 OB stands for the 83rd day after outbreak. In the previous episode, when Carver is walking around with Clementine in the lodge, he comments how the White King on the chessboard is 3 moves away from checkmate.
Well, White's in trouble. 3 moves away from checkmate.
This actually foreshadows his defeat in this episode here.
Want to run off with this dog shit group of crippled fucks? Then fine. Be my guest. But I will put a bullet in you and that baby.
Get back!
Come on, Luke. This ain't none of your business.
Carver is the only character to call Kenny Kenneth.
Atta girl. She ain't afraid to look it in the eye. You go with that feeling you got right now, Clementine. That's what makes you stronger than the rest of them.
Let's go.
Yeah, go on. Let the sheep out of the pen. How's that eye? Just follow my voice. It'll get you there. You got a thick fucking skull, Kenneth.
Which could have further enraged Kenny toward this bludgeoning, due to the likelihood that no one's probably called him Kenneth since his parents were in the picture. And we already know his dad was one mean son of a bitch.
My daddy always had a half-dozen wrecks he was fixing up. He was a mean sumbitch, but he taught me respect. Girl like Jane could learn a thing or two about that.
Could this gruesome bludgeoning be motivated by Kenny's unresolved issues with his father?
I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I know it's bullshit.
A story for another day.
You can't reason with him.
The voice actor for Kenny, Gavin Hammond, revealed during his Q&A panel at a 2015 convention that the early development made by Telltale, Kenny was supposed to be the antagonist character for the 2nd season.
Originally, when they told me about season 2, Kenny was going to be the Carver character. He basically, he was going to go crazy and he was going to be the villain, which didn't fly for whatever reason. They threw it at the wall and it slid down.
That was like the best reunion ever.
It was a nice reunion.
That was really good.
But yeah, that was originally when they were telling me about it. That was what was going to happen.
Yeah.
True story.
That would have created a completely different dynamic for season 2, going against a character who was once your ally and now being a foe in season 2. Tell me your thoughts on that idea. Would you have liked to see this alternate version where Kenny is the villain? Did you know during the final decision of the episode, if you cut off Sarita's arm, you hear the scream? And the scream is actually taken from Beatrice, which we saw in season 1 episode 3, A Long Road Ahead. And also, Sarita's death is very similar to Norma in Telltale Games' The Walking Dead Michonne. Alright guys, and that's going to wrap up things you don't know about The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 3. Thoughts down below. Is there anything here that you did not know that now you know before? Is there anything that I missed out on? let it be known in the comments down there. And thank you guys for watching. So stay tuned for another Walking Dead Wednesday video. I'm gonna try to make another one for next week, and hopefully I get to see you guys there. Game over, out.